our bench is doing absolutely nothing. And that's why Rhodes is leaving his best players out there. And so you can't blame him for that. Because whenever he puts a bench player in there, they just play bad and they don't get any production. But I feel like he's utilizing our bench wrong as well. Michi Lilly, he's looked great the few times he's been put in the game. Yet when we take out Q and we play without a center, we get dominated in the paint. Put in Demetrius Lilly. I want to see more of that man down low because he does really well every time we've put him in the game so far. And yet, whenever we play without a center and we give Qudus Wahab a break, our team gets shredded down low. So it's like, put in Michi. Have more trust in him, Coach Rhodes. Going into our Big Ten opener in D.C. at Maryland on Wednesday night. Maryland's 4-4 just like us, but they're still probably the better basketball team right now. I do think we match up really well against them, actually, because Maryland somehow has a worse adjusted offensive rating than us, and they're the only Big Ten team that you can say that for. So I think if there's any team that we can beat in the Big Ten, it's Maryland, right?
I mean, yeah, because we both got bad offenses right now.
And theirs is somehow worse.
We got to just find identity. That's exactly what it is. I feel like they have yet to find their identity, and it's a whole bunch of different players playing with each other. They have yet to find their identity together, and it's early in the season still, but I feel like now is the time they got to switch. So I feel like that Maryland game is a big game that it could really just turn around because you play your first conference game and you win. I feel like it solidifies a lot what you're doing for the rest of the season. Like you could realize you could play with the big boys, so it's like
could be a big turning point.
So.
Yeah, I think they match up really well against us. Maryland is one of the worst three-point shooting teams in all of basketball. They're even worse than St. Francis, which we destroyed earlier this season. So if we can force a lot of missed threes, then we could definitely have a chance to beat Maryland. Mm-hmm. However, if we can't beat Maryland this year, then it's just going to be a really long season in the Big Ten. Because, like I said, if we can't beat Maryland, I don't think there's a team in the Big Ten we can beat. I still am going to predict a win, simply because
I'm predicting a win, too.
If we have bad offense, hopefully Maryland just has even worse.
I'm predicting scores 71-63.
Okay.
Us.
I'm going 72-70, us.
Close one?
Yep. And let's talk about Ohio State. Are you guys going to be going to that?
Well, yeah, for sure. You got to go to the O State game.
Yeah.
Because if you beat O State, you know we rushing that court.
The Buckeyes, they're starting to look like one of the best teams in the Big Ten, man. They're 7-1. They're only lost to Texas A&M. They're a couple of wins away from being a top 25 ranked team. Their efficiency ratings are among the best in the conference. They compare pretty similarly to Texas A&M, except for Ohio State doesn't rebound that well. It's going to be a whiteout in the BJC.
You going to that game, beating Maryland, you're good.
Exactly.
And then you're going to play in front of your home crowd, a whiteout. You know it's going to be the biggest crowd that you can have all year.
You need that momentum.
Yeah, you need that momentum.
I think if you lose to Maryland and you go into that game on a 5-game losing streak, it's not
crazy.
Quite as exciting.
I don't think we're winning, if I'm going to be honest.
So, I mean, hopefully our predictions are right against Maryland, because I think that could be a big impact on the Ohio State game.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, it should be a really exciting game for Ohio State. I don't know if we have the offensive firepower to beat them. But yeah, I can't predict us to beat Ohio State.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm going to be a respectable analyst, I can't predict us to beat OSU. Even though
I'm predicting it.
I would love a win against OSU.
I'm predicting it, and I'm going to call it's going to be a fun one. I'm going to say it's going to be a good one, and we going to win. I'm going to say it's going to be 77, 76, and we're going to score a 3 to win the game.
Wow. That's a prediction and a half.
I'm telling you.
AJ,
I think I feel like we're going to shoot a game-winning 3.
If you're right, I would lose my mind.
Like, imagine a whiteout. Ace comes off a screen, shoots a game-winning 3 against O State early December. Who would not want to watch that before Christmas?
That would be the best Christmas present you could ask for.
That would be a good game right there.
Well, yeah, as much as I would love to predict us to win, I got to predict an Ohio State win. Penn State 70, OSU 75. I still think it's going to be kind of close.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this team's going to battle.
You know, like the camaraderie of the game. Like I don't think no real rivalry game is ever going to be so much blown out.
Ohio State can have all the talent they want. This Penn State team still go out there and play tough, give max intensity. They're going to keep it close.